Animal darted across a crowded football field, eluding security while players and fans looked on in shock.
What do you want?
Man attempted a bench workout but tumbled to the ground, leaving onlookers amused as he quickly resumed. Pickup truck harnessed its engine power to free a long truck trapped in snow, succeeding after persistent effort. Motorbike erupted into flames at a gas station, forcing workers and bystanders to react instantly to contain the fire. Man kicked a bus in front of a building, scattering objects onto the ground, while a child later restored order. Train halted on a mountain bridge, stranded above the valley, while spectators observed in disbelief. Horses and buffaloes surged down a street, startling residents as they scrambled out of the way. Another vehicle suddenly cut in front of a truck, catching drivers off guard on a busy road. Girl collided with a glass door inside a building and fell, embarrassed as another rushed to check on her. Shelter beside a house caught fire, sending a turtle fleeing in panic across the yard.
35-minute easy recovery run, and I'm hoping to get about...
Girl ran in sub-zero temperatures as her sweat froze instantly.
This is what running in Ohio looks like right now.
Tough situation, a gore, gondola.
Man hung precariously from wires on a snowy mountain, while fellow skiers watched in shock. Wedding cameraman slipped while filming the bride, quickly recovering after an embarrassing tumble. Group of people wearing grass suits emerged, surprising spectators with their unusual appearance.
Oh, no.
No. Oh my God.
Man navigated a ladder over ice, balancing carefully while moving across the frozen surface. Individual hiding in a dustbin startled a worker before sprinting away from the scene, evading capture. Chase continued as the man ran down the street, evading police through quick maneuvers. Scuba divers swam among schools of fish, capturing the beauty of underwater life on camera. Two pedestrians crossed a wet road using barriers to protect their shoes during heavy rain. Snowstorm engulfed the area around buildings, leaving residents staring at the sudden winter chaos. Fishes swirled around scuba divers, creating an underwater spectacle of movement and color. Man collided with a wall inside a building while distracted, embarrassing himself in front of others. Fleeing man ran into a police car and fell, leaving officers momentarily confused by the chaos. Car plunged into a construction site hole, shocking the female driver who watched the damage unfold. Biker narrowly avoided a moving bus as the driver braked just in time, leaving her visibly shaken. Driver abandoned a moving car at night as another person took control, creating a surreal scene for onlookers. Portable washroom rolled along the street, astonishing pedestrians with its unexpected motion. Elderly woman exited her car after a parking accident and walked away angrily, soon taken into custody by police. Out-of-control car flipped in a field, prompting bystanders to rush to the driver's aid. Vehicle skidded on a mountain road, but was saved by quick reflexes, sustaining minor side damage. Machine crushed a pickup truck from above, flattening the roof in a dramatic display of force. Vehicle barreled out of control across a field, catching fire and prompting a crowd to intervene as the driver fled. Bikers crossed the street in front of a woman, forcing her to quickly move aside. Explosions shook a building as a three-wheeler passed, scaring the driver into retreat. Two cars collided on a snowy street at night, damaging each side and leaving nearby pedestrians in shock. Warehouse fire erupted amid cotton stock, shocking workers before being brought under control. Back tire detached from a drag racing vehicle, astonishing spectators with the sheer engine torque. Tree fell in front of a moving car, but timely braking spared the vehicle from destruction. Two Airbuses flew overhead above the city, leaving onlookers below astonished by the synchronized display. Bus crashed into a pole on a snow-covered street, startling residents and leaving structural damage. Speeding cars slammed into the front of a turning fire truck, leaving stunned witnesses staring at the damaged emergency vehicle. In thick fog, a driver narrowly avoided a head-on collision with an oncoming truck. Wheelchair user lost control while crossing the street until nearby pedestrians rushed in to help him safely across. Massive building collapsed toward the street, sending towering dust clouds into the air before horrified spectators. Objects suddenly crashed down from a ceiling indoors, leaving a woman frozen in shock as she glanced toward the man beside her. Road tiles split apart as the ground shifted near the waterfront, shocking bystanders who watched the surface break open. Crowd crossing a high mountain bridge caused it to sway dramatically, creating a nerve-wracking spectacle. Ceiling inside a house began to cave in, prompting residents to flee seconds before it smashed onto the floor. Tree crashed onto a city street, blocking traffic and leaving onlookers stunned. Falling tree struck a moving car, forcing surrounding drivers to halt immediately in disbelief.
Juliet 1, the tree just fell. Did not fall on a vehicle.
Snow suddenly cascaded down a mountain slope as skaters nearby froze in alarm. Brilliant fireworks lit up the sky while police vehicles sped along the road beneath them.
Guys, back on the curb! On the curb, back up!
Construction vehicles snagged overhead power lines behind a tow truck, snapping a utility pole as the driver looked utterly confused.
Yeah, sure, I guess phone lines.
Electrical tower erupted in smoke and flames near a building, sparking panic before the blaze was finally controlled.
Oh, dude, be careful with the window right here.
Holy.
Holy I think my car.
It never blew last time. That's what they're afraid of.
There goes again.
Oh.
Dude, you can feel the heat through the window.
Holy.
Jesus, hello.
Oh, it's all the way up on the top now.
Yeah.
Lioness lunged toward a seated man before retreating, prompting him to chase briefly before wisely stopping. Pressurized water burst violently from the ground near buildings, drenching the surroundings as crowds gathered on the street. Enormous fish glided beneath a boat, captivating those peering over the edge into the water. Large vessels slowly slipped beneath the surface as nearby boats watched the dramatic sinking unfold. Boat tumbled off a transport truck onto the highway, leaving shocked motorists staring at the fallen vessel. Bride stepped into muddy water for a daring photo shoot, emerging with the lower half of her gown completely soaked. Power pole exploded in front of a house, scattering fiery sparks over a nearby vehicle. Vast blanket of clouds drifted across the sky, glowing with reflected sunlight in a breathtaking display. Colorful waterfront buildings shimmered brightly, lighting up the cityscape with vibrant reflections. Lightning struck two towering buildings almost simultaneously, astonishing everyone who witnessed it. Overloaded wires ignited before onlookers, flames bursting from an electrical pole in a frightening scene. Mountain windstorm triggered electrical wires to short circuit, sending dangerous flashes through the air. Lightning bolts struck the side of a city building, illuminating the skyline in a surreal instant. Time-lapse revealed clouds rolling swiftly over a mountain landscape beside the city. Car astonishingly cruised across floodwater like a boat, leaving spectators in disbelief. Playful animals splashed happily inside a sheltered pool of water. Optical illusion along a mountain road made the wall design appear to wobble as cars passed by. Artists skillfully replicated another painter's masterpiece, creating an almost identical work. Item dropped inside a vending machine but slipped into the wrong slot, leaving the customer stunned. Sleeping dog suddenly rose onto two legs in front of a car, astonishing the driver. Police officer chased down a runaway pig outside a building and finally carried it back toward the patrol car. Automatic doors shut abruptly in front of a man, forcing him to duck underneath to pass through. Balancing two tires in the air and two on the ground, a man maneuvers the tilted car across the front of the house. Prank inside the building backfires instantly when a frightened woman turns furious, forcing the instigator to run for cover. In an absurd shortcut, a man climbs onto the roof of his car to make a payment, leaving the nearby workers staring in disbelief. Moments after proudly unboxing her new phone in the shop, it slips from her hands and crashes to the floor. Attempt to wet the customer's hair escalates into chaos when the barber angrily empties an entire bottle of water over his head, then continues splashing while cutting. With traffic halted, a truck driver performs a risky maneuver at the last moment, gambling with timing and precision. Construction worker is denied water in plain view, standing shocked at the careless disregard from the man beside him.
Ayo, mampus lu. Mampus lu.
Identical pickup trucks cruise together in perfect similarity, creating a strangely synchronized and almost surreal sight on the roadway. Beside muddy water, one worker is suddenly shoved in by machinery operated by another, sparking visible anger at the reckless act.
What's your name again?
Portrait meant to capture beauty instead resembles a cartoonish version, prompting laughter from both the artist and the woman seeing herself transformed.
That's so freaking great. I love it. Looks just like you,
Four-wheel drive pickup powers through snowy terrain, flinging thick waves of snow dramatically into the air as it advances. Inside the building, a boy skillfully performs nunchaku moves with impressive control, captivating those watching. Chain collision erupts on the street as one biker hits another, triggering a domino effect that sends 5 riders crashing to the ground. Freshly laid cement is ruined when a man casually walks across it to retrieve wood, undoing careful work in seconds. Mid-flight leak inside the aircraft unsettles passengers, turning routine travel into a moment of collective shock. Bottle bursts open and splashes everywhere the moment she uncaps it, leaving her stunned by the messy surprise. Glass bottle explodes while being opened, spraying liquid across the ground and shattering at the side as the man recoils in shock. Engine unexpectedly drops to the floor while being repaired, leaving the mechanic staring in disbelief at the mechanical failure.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Low-flying aircraft appears to nearly crash in front of onlookers gathered on the field, creating a heart-stopping illusion. Pickup driver abruptly frightens an elderly woman standing by the street, sending her running away in anger at the reckless behavior. Chimpanzees gather and interact in the jungle before a cameraman, creating an intense and captivating wildlife encounter. While filming himself stuck in a predicament, a worker loses control and later ends up resting on his couch at home, turning the entire episode into an unintentionally comedic sequence.